Jeff Swartz, physical therapist with Mercy Health Run Clinic. Today what we're going to be doing is to talk about heart rate monitoring. One of the things that Dana and I typically hear from the injured runners is, we're out there running hard every run and we're just basically breaking ourselves down. People tell me that they're running at an easy pace a lot. And when I ask them, do you track your heart rate? Yes. Where's your heart rate? Oh, it's 170, 180 all the time. And this is from a 40, 50-year-old individual. That being said, there are the variances. There are people who typically run high, and that's okay. But for the majority of us, we want to keep that heart rate under control. Again, if you're out there racing and your maximum heart rate during that race is 185, and you come in and you tell us that you're running at 175, we know that that's going to be too high. We got to bring that heart rate back. So heart rate monitoring with the Garmin devices, phenomenal objective data that you can see what your heart rate is at all times. You can go back and review it on Connect, give you an average heart rate. Hey, Jeff, Dana, my heart rate was 135 during that 8-mile training run. We're going to look at that saying, okay, you did a great job. You kept your heart rate down. With the Garmin heart rate monitors, the technology has been around for a while, but you have the 3 dots, okay? That's going to give you heart rate data. If we look at that compared to a 12-lead EKG in the hospital, this system is going to be about 4 to 6 beats off per minute. It's good. So it's not exact, but it's going to get you really close. A little bit more reliable of a system is the chest-mounted heart rate strap. This is only going to be anywhere from 1 to 2 beats per minute off as compared to a 12-lead. So it is going to give you a little bit more accurate data. The other thing that Dana and I like about the chest strap is it can give you vertical oscillation. It can show us trends in, are you putting more weight on the left leg or the right leg? So it's giving us some nice data that we can look at to see how you're running. But for heart rate monitoring, a couple things. And this has been around for quite some time. I've been using one since the late 80s when I was in high school. You can use a heart rate monitor to actually determine if you're getting sick. If you had an easy run last night and you didn't do anything out of the ordinary, but you wake up and your resting heart rate is 10 beats higher than it was on your normal, you probably want to make that an easy day or maybe even off day. So again, increased heart rate can be a sign that you're getting sick or your body has not recovered. The elites are going to be monitoring their heart rate every night while they sleep, and the coaches are going to be looking for trends. When you're out there racing, if you're racing a 5K, your heart rate's going to be higher than what it is going to be during running a marathon. Let's say you get one of these. Whether it's a 245, which pretty much for the runners out there, you got the Phoenix. You got the Forerunner 945, looking at the maybe it's more for the high-end triathletes. A lot more functions. The Vivo Active, again, you can pretty much use that with all your sports. You're going to have the opportunity to get the 3 dots or the chest mount strap. You're out there running. You want to keep that pace easy. On those long runs on Saturday, if you're able to talk comfortably, heart rates in the 130s, 140s, you're probably doing okay. But again, you're seeing heart rate values in the 160s, 170s, 180s on your long run. It's probably a little bit too hard. In the near future, what we hope to have is we'll have Garmin coming into the store, and we're going to have a whole evening on heart rate monitoring with the Garmin devices. But one thing, again, just keep the efforts easy. We're going to be getting into these longer runs. Don't end up racing every weekend for your long run. You're going to eventually break down, and then you'll end up seeing us in the athletic training room down at BG. When in doubt, go a little slower than faster, monitor that heart rate, see you at the finish line.